Hey folks, your OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the Nipper. This claims to be the world's smallest phone charger. It's really meant as an emergency backup slash novelty charger, not nearly as practical as a power bank for most folks, but it basically takes power from a standard AA or just a standard battery in general and then transfers it into your phone by micro USB, and I believe there can be a lightning adapter snapped onto place for Apple devices. It's fairly inexpensive, sells for under 20 bucks online. You can find them down in the links below, and this is obviously meant as also kind of a good gift idea. You can see some interesting quotes below here. Probably the greatest phone charger ever invented. So some humorous text here and there. In terms of micro USB, it's compatible with several of these devices. Again, there's an iPhone version available as well, and it claims that if we add two batteries into place, it will add up to 3 hours of talk time, which is 20% of the battery on your phone should be charged up. Obviously, that will depend on how large the battery on your phone is. If you have a phablet, it's not going to be as impressive, but for some extra emergency juice when you don't have any power outlets available, it should work quite nicely. Hooks onto keychains pretty easily, the contact pins snap into place, and then you can have some extra talk time, text time, or just screen on time. So taking a look at what you get in the packaging here, it's just the Nipper itself, operating instructions using the same interesting font, and that's basically it. So you can see that this is held into place using a magnetic design, so it snaps into place quite well, and then this can be attached onto a keychain. It's a flat ribbon wire design that prevents tangling as well as damage, and otherwise it can also stand up on its own. When we separate the two parts, we can see that the first end is for your phone. We have a slightly kind of an Android logo going on there. So this is the part that snaps onto your Android or Windows phone. And then let's see if it works. Basically, these parts are also magnetic, so they can attach the battery into place a lot easier. So we have the smaller contact pin and the smaller hole in the top, and then this automatically aligns both the plus and the minus for the polarity of the battery so that you don't really have to worry about it. And it stays in place pretty well despite not having an actual physical cradle. So a pretty smart design going on here. The bottom here, just micro USB, let's attach it onto the phone and see if it will give us any charge. Plugging it in, and indeed, we've started to charge, so the charging just begins automatically. It is fairly safe as well as smart in the sense it's not going to overheat or overcharge your device. Once the kind of power reaches full, the phone should automatically shut off and prevent overcharging. Temperature remains fairly cool as well, so not really too many concerns there. Really meant as kind of a put on your desk and leave it as it maybe charges for a few minutes instead of in the bag or in the pocket, since it is a little bit loose. It's not meant as really a thing that you want to be walking around with too much. So that is one of the only concerns. But otherwise, it works really well, and you can see that indeed this concept actually does work. So if you do have spare batteries lying around and you are in an emergency situation where you have to charge up your phone a bit more to make a phone call, this actually is a good way to have a backup device or a backup way of charging your device in case the power is out and let's say you don't have a power bank fully charged up and ready. So really clever design, just one of the more interesting novelty products that we've checked out, and I think it makes for a very compelling gift as well for maybe the upcoming holiday season. You can check out more details about this in our official written review, but for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. This has been the Nipper, the smallest phone charger in the world.